How's everybody doing today? I'm doing much better than I was last night, that's for sure.
Introducing Power Homeschool, the official...
Let me pop out the chat, and in a few minutes when everybody's here, I'll say hi to everybody. How's it going? I canned 27 quarts of potatoes. I had air fried potatoes for supper, and I've saved some potatoes for tonight's supper. But let me tell you something. You get what you pay for, folks. And I was not I'm pissed because 4 of the 27 jars, the potatoes all went discolored and gray, and it's not the canning process. It's the potatoes. Because as good as I peeled and pared them, and I lost a lot of potato. If that 50-pound bag of potatoes had been like new potatoes, I probably would have gotten about 35 quarts. But I pared away so much with the peelings and the bad spots. And then apparently I still didn't get them because some of them went black spotted and stuff. Now I can understand them going slightly gray with oxidization in the jar. And I think that's why people put butter in them. So I don't know what's going on, but I still know I have to can at least 50 pounds more potatoes. Hey, Seashell. Hi, Linda Bop. Okay, let me pop out. Let me just start rolling. So I was up until like almost 3 o'clock in the morning in pain, even with muscle relaxers, even with my smokable medication. It was just because I was really busy on Friday and then busy all day yesterday. I think I should have, I think the water I put them in for their final soak should have had lemon juice in it. That would have improved. Putting clarified butter in the jar or maybe a bit of olive oil probably would have coated them enough. Like if you coat them, then the air in the jar doesn't oxidize them before it gets... Yes, Corey, 50 more pounds. I did 60 pounds last year and wasn't enough. And out of this 50-pound bag of potatoes, I bet you I only got 40 because of things, not doing what they're supposed to do. And, like I said, no matter how much I pared and peeled them till they looked good, there were still some that just did not do. I can dry pack 21 quarts of fresh homegrown potatoes. You see, Julie, yes. The thing is, I can't grow potatoes. So it's all right. It's all right. I got 23 jars ready to go in the pantry, and that's better than a kick in the pants. So I'm thinking... it depends on when Howie gets home. Mickey blew up his engine. Oh, hang on a second. You turn off this. Turn on the do not disturb. No, not yet, but I'm looking for one this month. There should be one this month. Hi. Let me say hi to everybody. Let me pop out participants list. If you want me to say hi, please make sure you say hello in the chat so that you show up on my participants list so I can say hello back. Participants, one day at a time, sweet Jesus. Angela, Seashell, hi, Corey. Danny Love, my Danny Love. Dave Smith, Denoof, Diane, Dylan, Jennifer Bowman, Jules, Karen Lester, Kathy Pinkstaff, hi, darling. KB Canner, Laura Higgins, Lori Palmieri, Lori Shaw, a lot of Loris, Leanne Bishop, Linda Bopp, Mary Fair, Mary Jo Mosley, Minda Toth, Minnesota Farmer's Wife Julie, Mama Dukes, Rocky Watson, Ruth Brutch, or is it Brooch? Sharon Addick, Shalita Buffett, Sherry Leach, Trish Young, Willow's Garden, and Yellow Bird up high in banana tree. How's everybody doing today? It looks like a full house today. Hey, Missouri Belle, Carol Berthier. How's it going? So I'm in pain today. Mostly last night it was everything. It was my knees, it was my shoulders, it was my neck, it was my hands. Today it's mostly my knees and my hands. But I haven't seen any deer carrots yet, Corey. So depending on when Howie gets home, we might go looking. Because I got to do more canning. I'm hiding inside, cleaning up, doing a slow, deep clean when the kiddo was in school. Well, I started the slow, deep clean with my bedroom closet. And this week I'm going to pick one thing a day that I have to accomplish. And I do believe tomorrow it's going to be my linen cupboard. Ugh. My linen cupboard is narrow, but very deep. And have had a tendency to look for things and pull them out and shove stuff back in. So it just looks like a nightmare. Picked up 100 pounds of potatoes from the local food bank. Awesome. That's awesome. Somebody showed me there was somebody giving out vegetables probably somewhere in Ottawa, but I just don't have the gas or the knees to get in and out of my truck today. I mean, if it was an emergency, I would, but it's really not. So give me a second here, folks. So tonight is TV night with Papa. Hi, Vivian. How are you? Change in weather's coming. Absolutely. Well, I could call around, but the most places where I see them, they don't have them. They don't have a number like vegetable roadside stands. But I mean, we should be getting them soon. If not, I'm going to be pulling and canning my carrots soon. So, hey, Okie, how's it going? Christine, hi, Christine's place. Laura Higgins, Melissa Toth, Bev, quick question. When you dry can potatoes, do you have to add a pat of butter? I didn't. Now, the way I've seen it done is that, and you would use I would use clarified butter because then you're taking out the milk solids. So you clarify your butter. I would do it the way, I can't remember her name. Isn't that awful? The Amish do it. They use clarified butter and salt and pepper, and they coat the potatoes before they put them in the jar. And now I'm seeing why. Because the potatoes I used were not great. And even though I peeled them to the best of my ability, I got some black, gray, oxidized like spots. And I'm not going to trust those. Hey, Julie Johnson McGee, Lena Kay. No. His buddy, Mickey did. Blew his engine. Mary Jo, I don't know. This is my first time. And it's not dry canning. It is dry packing. Please don't confuse people. I was calling it dry canning myself. And then I realized someone said, no, Bev, dry canning is where you fill the jars, leave the lids off, put them in the oven, heat them up, and then pop the lids on them when they come out. That's dry canning. We don't do that anymore. I don't even do it with flour. I just freeze everything before I put it in that to kill bugs' eggs. So this was a lesson for me, okay? If you're going to do that, do it with quality. And next time I do believe I'm going to use some clarified butter. So, hi, Raph. How are you, darling? Hey, Raph, have you seen any deer carrots up your way yet? Yeah, things are expensive, but this was the last race of the year for him. He's talking about going somewhere else for one more race before winter. We'll see how the budget plays out. Are you going to do a G video? Just curious. I'm pretty sure I have one, but I think it's on my Cooking with Cannabis channel. But yeah, if I'm going to, the next batch of potatoes that I'm going to dry pack, I'm going to butter them and see if that makes a difference. I don't know. I haven't opened one. No carrots right now. See what I mean, folks? I now wish I'd gone to Maxi or when I was at Maxi and bought the 10 pounds for $4. Because that's like $3.99. It's like 39 cents a pound, right? So I don't know, Linda. We'll see. We will see. So today is a day of I've got to edit the potatoes video and for tomorrow. And then that's it. I'm going to, I don't even know what I'm making. Oh yeah, I know what I'm making for supper. I'm going to make pork chops and air fried potatoes. I love those air fried potatoes. I did. Or I do. I had them for supper last night. And Gracie was hounding me for them. But it is what it is, right? I honestly think, personally, we should be canning and freezing and stocking up as much as possible. Ruth Ann Zimmerman, thank you. What's the name of is it the Zimmerman Homestead? 10 pounds of carrots and beets. Where'd you get those, Isabella? Where did you get those? Are you, when you're quoting prices, folks, if you're saying I got this, please say what store and state, what state or province, so people will know where to go, so to speak. Gotta know where to go. I don't even know what Fortino's is. I have tried to find deer carrots in Alabama, but they didn't know what I was talking about. They're seconds, but we'll see. We'll see. Excuse me while I partake in medication. Gracie's sitting outside in the sun. Excuse me. Yes, prayers for Maui. The more I hear, the less the more I hear, the more I'm convinced it wasn't a natural disaster. But this being a YouTube channel, that's all I can say, and I can't say anymore. Okay, Fortino's is a part of Loblaws. Loblaws is pretty expensive. Haleyville, 2 hours from Huntsville, Alabama. Okay, Raph, making apple crisp and Irish stew for supper. Hasn't that got meatballs in it? Well, I got to go mow the lawn before it gets too hot. Have a super day. You too, sweetheart. I'm going to have to go out and check for zucchini and peppers. Because somebody sent me a zucchini casserole video. You shred and salt the zucchini and then squeeze all the water out of, like rinse it and squeeze all the water out of it. And then you mix eggs and Parmesan cheese and cheddar cheese. And then you do mozzarella too, but I don't have any. And then you mix it up and you press it down into a pan like a crust. And then you put ground beef and tomato sauce and chopped green peppers and cheese on top, and you bake it. It's kind of like a pizza almost. Hey, Sherry, baby, I love my Sherry's. Hi, sweetheart, how are you? That's for Sherry Leach and Nana's Menagerie. How you doing today, darling? I hope you got my email. I did get some recipes. Now, somebody said they sent me 3 books from Amazon. And they sent me a thing saying that they arrived. I'm sorry, they have never arrived. I have not in my mailbox, not on my front porch. So they may have been sent somewhere else. Of course I sing. You're my original Sherry. Well, actually, I had a friend in high school named Cheryl, and I used to sing that to her too. But I mean, you're my friend Sherry regardless of my sister. Hey, soul sister. Hey, freaky geek, Cat B. How's it going? We all need to stay in touch. And now that it's September, I can start letting you know that the YouTube has gone across all my channels, and I think it's as of November 1st or January 1st. I no longer have a say. I've never had a say in what commercials play on my channel, but I've always had a say into whether what method they were delivered, like pre-roll, mid-roll, end-roll, banner, skippable, non-skippable, all of those things, right? And I used to put pre-roll skippable so that people could skip them if they wanted to. I'm not, people only watch the ads if they want to. I don't force that on them. But apparently now, YouTube has taken away my creative control on what style of ads are placed. So they're just going to say, okay, we're going to look at your video, and if we think it's long enough, we're going to do a pre-roll, mid-roll, and end-roll ad. It's like, what? I should be able to have a say in when that happens, right? Yes, the seed exchange is what I'm talking about. That's going to be happening. Now, please don't start emailing me right now, because I'm going to have 2 email addresses, one for USA and one for Canada. Okay? And one for US and one for Canada. And that's when I roll it out next month, I'll be telling you, you have to commit to send 5 cards, whether they're, Happy Hanukkah or, enjoy the winter or thinking of you. They don't necessarily have to be Christmas cards, but we do them at Christmas because that's the best chances for seeds getting through the mail, because they're just inundated, hopefully, with Christmas cards. I'm ready for snow. It's beautiful and rainy here today. I'm ready for a seasonal change. Things are cooling down. I'm not quite ready for that yet. I'm not quite ready for the frost. But you have to commit to giving me your full name. Like, don't put Catsy or Bubble Butt and then an address, right? You're going to have to commit to giving me your name and your address. And then you have to commit to sending 5 greeting cards over the Christmas holidays. They don't have to be Christmas cards. 5 greeting cards with either fruit, vegetable, or herb seeds in them. Okay? Not that you get a lot of fruit by seed, but and that way, if everybody participates and gets in on time, if you come in, because there will be a closing date, and if you come into the email after the closing date and you want to get in, it'll be too late. I can't change them once I've started the process of making the lists. Okay. So timing is going to be very important. If you send me, when I say it's closed and you send me a request, it's going to get bounced back to your email by saying this is now closed, because I can't change it. I did that. I've done that. And this is my 3rd year. So I'm finally honing my, organizational skills for whatever they are, for this seed exchange. And it's getting bigger every year. It's getting bigger every year. But if everybody who commits, so don't commit unless you already have the seeds you can put out. And what I do is I put everybody in the USA on one list and everybody in Canada on the other list. And you will say, if you want, you will say, I will send an extra card outside of the country or outside of the continent, because there are people from England and Ireland and Australia and all that stuff, right? And that means an extra expensive stamp. But this way, if you live in the when you live wherever you live, if you send me your name, your full mailing address, and maybe even your growing zone. But when you give me your full address, I start matching. I try and match people up, say Atlantic Canada, or Eastern Atlantic Canada, like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, right? Those people I will actually put in their own list, because they have similar growing periods and stuff, right? Edible flower seeds, absolutely. Like we've got, you can send medicinal flower seeds like comfrey and calendula marigolds, and you can do nasturtiums and stuff like that. French marigolds. Don't be planting Cracker Jack marigolds in your garden. Them things take over and they're monsters. They're 4 feet tall. Okay? But French marigolds, the little multicolored French marigolds, are perfect. If you start them with your seeds inside, they're great for your cabbage beds. Kathy, I will announce it. I will announce it across all 3 channels. And I will make a video and I will announce it across all 3 channels. I will explain how it works. I will explain what you need to do to participate. And I will also explain when the cutoff date is. So everybody will have that information. And you will get the email address for which you send your entry to. You'll send your name, address, growing zone, and whether or not you want to send, or you want to add one extra person outside of North America on your list, right? So everything will be explained in the videos, but it won't be for probably won't be until closer to Halloween. We'll probably announce it around Halloween, and it will be closed by the end of November. So if I can wait that long, if I can wait till Halloween. I'm going to catch you on the backside to get the first half. Don't you worry, sweetheart. I so enjoyed doing this last year at Christmas time. You know what? If everybody participates and everybody who commits does their part, which is 5 greeting cards, you get anywhere from 8 to 10. You get anywhere from 8 to 10 greeting cards. And if you're lucky, that can be a whole garden, can't it? Right? So can onion seeds grow anywhere? I start my I got to harvest my Spanish onions. I start my onion seeds, my celery seeds, my tomato seeds. I don't start the peppers as early, but because I replant and replant and replant. And this year I know not to use any peat pots. So, and that's another thing. If you're going to start seeds in the spring, go to the grocery stores and the hardware stores where you see soil is on sale, because it's the end of the season. Buy your soil now, okay? Buy your soil now. I'm going to get Howie to pick me up some this week. And you have free shipping with Prime. I'm looking forward to the exchange too, Karen. I really am. I start my Spanish onions, my celery. Those are the first two things I start. I don't even know where I'm going this year with my brain, right? Oh, and I got to tell you this. You remember how we're talking about how people are getting, ordered zucchini seeds, they planted them, they got gourds. I planted my Manitoba tomatoes and I got some beefsteaks. Well, I found it, gave myself a surprise. The tomatoes that came in the Manitoba tomato package, organic, unopened, were mixed. The only thing I didn't get was cherry tomatoes or plum tomatoes. I got orange tomatoes, and I couldn't figure out why they were rotting on the vine before going red. I got beefsteaks. I got Manitobas. It was nuts. So, yes, good point, Donna. Buy seeds now. There may not be any in the spring. Do it now. I've already ordered some. What did I get extra? And there's also the fact that we are, how they used to say, Bell used to say, reach out and touch someone. Well, since the electronic age, sending a physical card, and trust me, getting cards in the mail is a beautiful feeling. It really is, especially at the holidays. Many of us, especially since the pandemic, many of us have been separated from a lot of our family and friends. So it's even more important that we do this because there's a lot of people out there who just never get a greeting card, right? And this is a physical reminder that out there somewhere out there, a card is waiting for you. So some people never get cards, right? And so there's a feeling at the over the holidays or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. When you receive a greeting card, it means somebody was thinking of you, even if it's a total stranger. And that's a physical reminder. My dad never put up a Christmas tree unless, company came for Christmas and they put up the tree. And then one year I got really excited. Me and my sister went to Zeller's. I wish they'd bring Zeller's back. Went to Zeller's. And I got a 2-foot Christmas tree. It had a little burlap wrap base. And I got some mini lights and some dollar store, a little angel and some dollar store ornaments. And I decorated the whole tree while we were and then we put it up at Wendy's while we were baking cookies. And then the next time I went to visit my dad, I put that whole tree in a dehumidifier box. And we went to visit Dad. And I said, because Dad said, oh, they're a mess. They're this, they're that. And so I put the dehumidifier box in front of him. And he said, what's that? I said, it's Christmas. And he went, what? I said, open the box. And he opened the box and he lifted out this tree, put it down, and he plugged it in. And he went, now that is the most sensible Christmas tree I've ever seen. And my dad put that tree up every year. And it was called the tree in the box. And ever since that, well, when Dad passed away, that's one of the first things my brother Billy asked for. He says, I want Granddad's tree in a box. And my brother Billy puts that up for Dad every year. So some people just don't celebrate or don't want to or don't feel in the mood. But I tell you, before we bought Dad that tree in the box, his mantelpiece was covered in greeting cards. I say, Dad, there's no sign of Christmas. He said, look at my mantelpiece. Look at my mantle. It's covered in Christmas cards. So I know that I've been sending out Christmas cards to family for years. And I get 5, 6, 7, 8. Started the seed exchange. I can cover a wall, right? Because I am blessed because some people say, can I add you as an extra to my list? And I always say yes, because I love getting greeting cards. It's not just about the seeds. I love when I get got a long letter with my seeds and card. I love to write them back. There you go, Mary Jo. There you go. I buy heirloom seeds so I can save them. That's the thing. I bought, heirloom seeds. Okay. I bought Manitoba, organic no, they were sent to me, I think. And these were all seeds. You know, I don't know. The seeds were just weird this year. But I'm trying a new tomato this coming year. It's called Quebec 5. And I bought it for its name. Because if it's a Quebec tomato, it's got to be good in Quebec. And I live in Western Quebec, which is part of the southernmost part of Quebec. So I'm going to have to actually research them because I don't know how big they are. I got Purple Beauty bell peppers, of course, tall Utah celery, rainbow blend carrots, beets, cabbage. I have all my seeds. All my beans are now going to seed because I feel like I've got enough. But I've bought 3 packages of Kentucky Wonder pole beans. Now, forgive me that I have forgotten, but somebody sent Gracie a card. And I love the fact that these little blue packets were only 20 cents. Wow. Somebody sent Gracie a card with, these seeds in them. And I'm really grateful for the hollyhock seeds because I transplanted mine and then they were little tender plants and Howie accidentally whippersnipped them. Now they may come back. I don't know. But I've got 3 French marigolds, plum tomatoes, and 2 packages of hollyhocks. And Gracie was instructed to help Mommy plant them and not dig them up and to tinkle on them, to water them. So that was really cute. So somebody is going to get some French marigold seeds. These are double dwarf French marigolds. I love those. But I'm going to Howie's got to pick my apples too because I can't reach them. Okay. Oh, where am I going here? I'm missing the chat. Being autistic, I don't like crowds for the holidays, and I'm not good at writing letters, but I love getting greeting cards. There you go. There you go, right? Hey, Claire Quinn. How are you? I keep wanting to say Wendy because your picture reminds me of my sister. Hey, Pam. How are you, darling? Sandy Brown. Hi. Trish Young. I'm buffering badly. I'll watch rest on replay. Much love. Okay, Sherry. Okay, honey. How are you doing after your weekend? I see somebody has gone live, but I'll stay here because it's the same channel. What? What do you mean the same channel? I don't understand. Oh, hi, Quacker. How are you? I can't show you a picture of my sister. Hi, Serenity Wolf. How are you, darling? Oh, okay. You just got the notification. Okay. But recently my sister's had her hair cut short, but her hair looked like yours. And your thumbnail is really small for me to see. But it's the shape of the face, the white hair, and the glasses. And I look, and then I have to look at your name because I for a minute, I think it's my sister. You just got the notification of my live. I'm glad to hear it, Serenity Wolf. I'm glad to hear it. My sister is 11 years older than me. When I was like 18 or so, people used to think we were twins. And she used to laugh. And I used to piss me off. I'd say, she's 11 years older than me. Do I look that old? Hi, how's things in Alberta, Doreen? How are things in Alberta? Well, apparently my mom got pregnant every 3 years. And I guess she lost one between my brother Billy and my brother Bob. So there's like a 6-year gap. So it's like there's 3 kids, a 6-year gap, and then me and my brother Bob. And I was, Bob, senior, let's go home and make a baby brother for Bobby. And I was born. And Wendy was so happy because she finally got her little sister. I must look like you since you look like twins. Awesome. So yeah, I'm getting really excited about the garden exchange, or the Seeds of Hope greeting card exchange is what we call it. And I'm also about to finish the Little House Lot. Well, I'm not about to finish. I got about a third of the book left of The Long Winter on the Reading Channel. And then, where are you? It's around here somewhere. Then I'm going to start recording Little Women. My mom used to look like my twin. Now the only way we know is because she had to get her hair cut short. Yeah, Wendy got her hair cut short. The seed exchange will be announced sometime in October, closer to mid to end of October. Blowing in the trees. Where is Wendy? She must not be home, or she must still be in bed. Just like me sometimes. Like I didn't get sleep till almost 4 o'clock this morning because of pain. And I finally had to take another half of lorazepam to finally get some sleep. And I'll tell you, I was in a lot of pain. Up in my neck, my shoulders, my back, my knees, my hands. Oh my God, my hands. So, but I can still feel it at the top of my spine and my lower back, but I'm better than I was when I went to bed. That's for sure. Rest is so restorative. There you go, Mary Jo. So, what else? You'll get the dry packing potato video tomorrow, and you'll find out why you should use as fresh a potato as possible, because I lost 4 jars. Bev will announce on the 3 channels when the exchange is to start. Yes, absolutely. But it'll be sometime between mid-October and Halloween, somewhere around there. I also think the rules. What? Yes, Linda. Linda's like my secretary. She reminds me of things. I was actually thinking that this morning, that I got to call the doctor and find out. I want to see, because I was told to call her like weeks ago. And when I did 2 weeks ago, or a week ago or so, they told me to call back the 2nd week of September. And all the rumblings in the conspiracy theory world say things are going to start rolling out in middle September. You know, they're going to start with receptionists and cashiers to make us feel bad if we don't comply, because they're just regular, ordinary, every people like us. And I'm not going to comply. And someone's already said that they saw a thing at their doctors. If they haven't been multiple this, then they will have to wear a mask. Now, the last time I went to the doctor's office for my knees, right? There was a little waiting area that was kind of roped off for people who were actually sick with any kind of respiratory ailment, colds, whatever. And they were wearing masks over there. And the rest of the restroom was fine. But we all know that these don't work, right? Unless you know, except stopping again. All they do is make your breathing unhealthy. Lockdowns don't work. None of this stuff works, right? So that's my opinion. And I'm waiting to see, if I make my doctor's appointment, if they're going to try and do this to me, because I'm going to ask when I make the appointment. And if they say yes, then I'll say, please have the doctor phone me. We'll do a phone or a Skype. I'm not going to come into the clinic if you're going to do that to me again. Never again. Yes, absolutely stocking up for winter. I told my PA on Friday I won't be wearing it ever again, and she said she isn't either. I hope not. Also not getting poked. Also Biden had on him. Yeah, he's already starting that. He's already starting that. If they're going to require that at the doctor's office, I'm going to say, no, I can't. Well, here's the thing. After the incident, around the incident at Costco, where I said I'm medically exempt and they forced me to wear a face shield anyway, I phoned the doctor and I said, I can't do this. I have panic attacks, right? And I never had the panic attacks at the beginning, but the worse it got, the more this was going on, the more the panic attacks were happening, right? Every time I did this. So she upped my lorazepam 5 pills a month so that I could have extra in case of a panic attack in a store because I couldn't light up a medical marijuana joint. And now, or recently, she's been saying, you know, that can become habit forming. I say, no shit, I've been on it for years. I said, but I've gone from 2 a day down to 1 a day. And now I'm back up to 1 extra one every once in a while when I have a panic attack because of what was going on. So, but I'm now down to a half a one a day, except for days like yesterday when I absolutely had to, I gave in at 4 o'clock this morning and took an extra half a one. But I'm down to half a day. So when she told me she wanted to see me after she got the report from the radiologist to go with the images she had, I was surprised when I phoned to make the appointment and they said, oh, I don't have her schedule for September. This was like the last 2 days of August. And I'm going, you don't have her schedule for September? Yeah, call back the second week of September. And I'm going, oh man, I've heard rumblings. So we'll see. I did that and got a lecture, but still I did not put the thing on. Your health is as important as any. And they don't work for viruses. Right? I saw a really chilling TikTok or video, which I'm going to go back through. Somebody sent it to me. It was either Serenity Wolf or Angela. And they were going, you remember this? You know, it's no longer about freedom or choice. It's about keeping everybody safe. Bloody right, it's about freedom. Bloody right, it's about choice. Right? So... Hi, Edie. Is it Evangeline with you today or Evangeline with you today? I can never get it straight. I think it's Evangeline, right? So, put one on. What, Rocky? Are you telling me to put one on? Look. I got a whole unopened box of Meds Up Canada masks. Who wants them? I'll send them to my kids for Christmas or something. Oh, she's not there, huh? I never ever getting that. I'd rather not see a doctor again than be forced. Me too. Oh, okay. Empress, couldn't grow much in the weather. Bought what I could from neighbors' gardens. I'm buying the rest from the store and canning frozen peas and beans and chopping fresh pineapple. Anything I can. Good. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. I'm so everybody corrected me. I'm glad. When I had cataracts, that somehow interfered with my vision, even though it was not over my eyes. It always interfered with my vision because it kept fogging up my glasses. And then the first panic attack I had was in Costco when I was wearing one. This wasn't the time they forced a face shield on me. And the guy that came out was like 6 foot and muscular. And he wouldn't look me in the eye. And he goes, no, it's our store policy. Nope, it's our store policy. And if that ever happens again, they're going to hear my opinion on my freedom versus their policies, right? Bev, I'm V. I don't understand. I'm not sure I understand that. So let's not talk about it much more. But, you know, I've been hearing I'm going to Florida November 15th to visit my other two granddaughters while the daughter-in-law has our first grandson. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, we're planning on having Thanksgiving here. And I was talking about that yesterday. And you wait and see. Wait and see if all this crap starts up again. Because it's fall, right? And this will be the last big push to get everybody so that they can have total control. 50. Drive up groceries is always an option and quick. Yeah, but I don't like it when somebody else picks my produce. You know what I mean? The rain won't stop. Oh my gosh. The natural sun corrects eye issues. That's why they push the sun is okay. Let's talk for a minute. Let's be real. Okay? Without me having to, risk my channel. The sun is the one energy that powers our entire world. We can live without electricity. We can live without plumbing. Okay? But we can't live without the sun. Water. 75% of our body is made up of water. You can go 30 days without food, but not 3 without water. The soil, okay, another element, land, okay? If you don't get rain or you get too much rain and not enough sun, you can't grow in the soil. And if the soil's been poisoned by aerosol stuff sprayed in the air, it gets more and more difficult, doesn't it? So what have we got so far that they're messing with? That we think they're messing with? They're trying to cover up the sun. This is my opinion. Every rainstorm brings down more chemicals from the sky, poisoning our water and our land. Right? So wind and air. So sun, air, water, and earth. Those are the things we need to survive. Everything else is moot. And those all things, as far as I'm concerned, are being messed with. Period, full stop. Sun gazing has helped many people restore their vision. Yeah. Hey, Karen. Teaching kindergartners to read with part of your face covered was a nightmare. Yeah, I bet, because they look at your lips. And I know why that would be a nightmare, because until Briar was 2, he couldn't see up close, right? He has astigmatism and he's farsighted. I think that's what it's called. So he wears the equivalent of reading glasses, but they're tweaked because of his astigmatism. So trying to teach him to talk by getting close and going microwave. He's like, he can't see my face was a blur. Soon as he got glasses, that kid learned to talk and he hasn't shut up since. Right? Yeah, exactly. My friend needed eye surgery, spent a few months getting as much sun to their face as possible, went back to pre-surgery testing, cataracts were gone. I know many people who cured the problems with the sun. Every living thing and us would die without the sun. That's right. Without the sun, the water, the earth, and the air. Those are the elements we need to survive. Everything else is superfluous, right? You get Altered, who is doing it, and have a Nest camera who shows who's delivering it. Huh. My family is 80% hearing impaired and we read lips. Very tough with face masks. Well, you know what? I've got tinnitus. I'm going to actually have to see an ear specialist. And that's, I think, because I've shoved so much wax down there and it's, but anyway, there is a rumble coming soon because this one video I saw showing how people were treated during the first big wave of that. It's like that one comedian saying, "Oh, you know, you're ill, sir, and you've been come right in to the hospital. You, sir, you're not eating, gobbling horse goop. Rest in peace, Wheezy." That was supposed to be funny, laughing at the demise of other people. And it was the wrong people that they were laughing at. You know what I mean? Avid channel watcher, first time in chat. Well, Karen, triple star. Honey, you are my shining star. Don't you go away. Now, somebody asked me to do this once. And I'll only do one verse. And I'm not even sure I can do it, okay? Jen Deco taught me proper sun gazing. Amazing. Changed my life. And one of the fastest ways to decalcify the pineal gland. Yeah, Howie had that stuffed up there once. I will not allow them. I would never allow anybody to do that to me, right? No, don't look directly at the sun. Okay, don't look directly at the sun. But we've been told, I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm going to say do some research so you do it properly. My cousin brought her mother-in-law to get her ears cleaned by a nurse that treats blocked ears too. And it's $30 and through at Walmart. I need to do that. Oh, I should. Really? Serenity, our Walmart? Well, I'll go to Ottawa Walmart because I don't go to Walmart in Gatineau because they still don't have any cashiers. Oh, I couldn't do the heat. I could not do the heat. The humidity would kill me. One of the things I loved about Arizona was even when it was hot. Now, we never stayed there in the summer, but whenever it was hot, my joints felt great because there was no humidity, right? Hey, Nat, how's it going? Debbie House. Hi, Bev. I've been watching you for a while now, but this is my first time ever talking during your live. Love your channel. Well, thank you. You need to call first to know which one she is at with appointments. Can you send me more information, honey? Because I would love to have because the last time I went to the doctor during the pandemic, Howie and I both had COVID, but they said, oh, no, we don't do the tests here. But Howie and I both knew we had it, right? And he looked at my ears and he said, you got a lot of blockage in the back of your ear. So, earwax removal kit. Cool. Now, the pineal gland, it's also your third eye, eh? It's what keeps your third eye open. Organs, and it's called it's calcified. You know what? Okay. I'm not a doctor. This is just my opinion, but I have heard that pink Himalayan salt has 84 minerals and trace minerals, and it has all the minerals that make up your bones. But just taking calcium and magnesium doesn't do it enough. So use pink Himalayan salt and you'll get all the minerals you need. You can buy a kit to use at home for ear cleaning and use it at home. Both my daughter and my husband have narrow ear canals. Super easy and useful. Okay. Ear candling. That's been, I don't know about that. Sun gazing is looking directly at the sun, but you have to do it properly, and most people don't. I can't look directly at the sun for over an hour. I can several times a day, but I started with my eyes closed. I remember laying in the sun with my eyes closed, and everything was red from the sun because it's shining through the blood vessels in your eyelids. Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Yeah, I'm rough today, guys. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Somebody was asking me to do that, and so I did. Yes, I live in Canada. Yes, I do live in Canada. I live in southwestern Quebec. Hi, Zach Lee. Hi, Kat Harvey. If you have a migraine, you can also take a teaspoon of salt in a bit of water and takes mine away in an hour. Do you know what? Headaches are often the first sign of dehydration. And if your body is 75% water, your brain is like 90% water and fatty tissues, right? So if you get a headache, start with water, right? Okay, Seashell. Well, thank you, Molly. My voice is a little rough from Freaky Friday, so I want to live off grid, but my husband doesn't want to. You can have the internet, be off grid. You just got to get satellite internet. That's all. And you know, I would do some solar panels. I would do some solar panels and keep like one of like our all powers generators. As a matter of fact, Arthur sent me a picture when their house was having their electrical updated, and I had given him and Mel the OPS 1,000-watt generator, and that ran his fridge while they were updating the electrical. Yes, Kat, you asked months ago. I just couldn't remember who did. Body consists of 2 fluids, lymph fluid and 20% blood. The channel has vids on internet for off-gridders. Survival living. So, I mean, we're not too old to go off-grid, but we're too, it could kill us. It could kill me going off-grid. But if everything was already set up, like the wood cook stove and solar panels to charge my batteries, to run my things during the day and charge my batteries for night, and stuff like my not just my batteries, but my power stations. And if I had internet, I'd be fine. Just absolutely fine. I know I could do it. People who see souls and Empress Jennifer, people who see souls and demonics and stuff just have a decalcified penile. When it's calcified, it blocks you from seeing the spirit world. So psychics who see this have a decalcified penile. Okay. You want to stay away from fluoride, MSG, all things artificial sweetener. Basically anything you can't pronounce. But the big ones they're finding out that are mind killers, that are doing early onset dementia, are things like MSG, sucralose, aspartame, and there's 5 of them that I heard. I read this. So They give a normal saline, sodium chloride in the hospital to treat dehydration. Angie, I believe Bev can accomplish anything. Oh God, don't do that to me. I just canned 27 quarts of potatoes yesterday. It damn near killed me. Right? Any fake sweeteners. Somebody said if you hold a strong magnet to your forehead for an hour each day, that takes away the calcium. I don't understand that though, because calcium is a mineral, not a metal. So I'm not sure I understand that. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, Howie and I still have not. We have a motorhome for a reason, eh? Like that's what Howie said, because somebody texted me the other night and said, Bev, there's a fire east of Casabajua up the highway. And I went, really? I haven't heard anything. And they said, well, I'm just letting you know in case, right? And Howie said, good thing we have the motorhome, because if we ever had to evacuate, we could get a lot of stuff in that motorhome real quick, right? And that's our home on wheels, right? It's pronounced pineal, yeah. Also, adding a tiny bit of salt to regular water will boost your hydration levels. Really? Going to my niece's baby shower. Enjoy your Sunday, everyone. Oh, have a wonderful time. And you know what? Babies being born are a very precious commodity today. And when I say commodity, I mean for the awake world. Because babies who have been born since this rolled out are born awake and clean, most of them, right? Anyway, I've got to go put my potatoes in the pantry. And I got to go put away my potatoes in the pantry and clean up my kitchen. If only you did half yesterday and the other half today, you would have seen the end result and did the second batch different. No, the first batch was I did the second batch exactly the same. I peeled and I cut away more potato than was necessary, and I honestly think it's because I didn't put butter in. But I think next time, instead of butter, I may use a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of olive oil and salt. Because I just tossed them in salt, right? And that may have been a problem with them being in the jars going in, because there's air in the jars, right? It's spelled pineal. No, it's spelled Pineal. Pineal. Making bone broth for my daughter-in-law was put on prebiotic diet. Hey, Alice, we're just leaving. Off topic because I joined late. Can there be a list of us who cannot have a garden but would like to send a card? If you want to be on a list and send a card with seeds in it to folks, but you don't want to take seeds because you don't have a garden, then you'll have to specify that. And I will put you on a special list and give you, several names. I'm not sure if I can get that. I'm not sure if I can get that organized. Well, that's what I was thinking, Linda Bob. A bit of olive oil. Oh, you meant pronounced. Okay. Pie. Yeah, as in P-I-E. Yum. Anyway, I've got to go. I'll be doing a live stream at 4:00 on Life with the Wolfies, so that we, maybe I'll pull some cards today. Maybe we'll, my Life with the Wolfies live streams are always about, like, when I talk here, we talk about survival and things like that. And on Life with the Wolfies, we talk about more than just survival. It's about spiritual, mental, and emotional support and survival as well. So this is Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying thank you for joining me. And yes, sometime in the middle of next month, sometime in October, I'm going to be announcing the seed exchange, the Seeds of Hope card exchange. Okay. You should watch Appalachian Homestead. I do watch Patera. I think Patera is awesome. And you know, I wish actually I could actually contact her and say, hey woman, I'm right there. I'm right there, but I'm in Canada. So consider me your Canadian sister. But I can't do, we don't have animals and stuff anymore. However, next spring, I'm going to find a way, or maybe even this fall, find a way for Howie to put a concrete slab where we raised those chickens last year, to put a concrete slab in there so that I can raise them in a pen. Yes, they won't get scratched. They won't be able to get out and scratch, but I'll take worms from the garden like I always do, and scraps and weeds, and give them their greens. But we couldn't, and I could actually let them out into the greenhouse, right? But put them back in the pen at night, because that's how all my laying hens got killed. Putin, 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 Putin. All right. Take care, everybody. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. And remember, you're not alone if you feel the need to buy extra. You're not alone if you feel the need to stand up against trying to be hoodwinked again. You know what I mean? Just remember, God is all good all the time. He's love and he's light. Anything else is 50 shades of the dark side. Take care. God bless. Mwah.